met at a college bar. 15 years later, they reunited virtually and now they share one common goal and mission: to help 100 young families to achieve time and financial freedom through living a healthy lifestyle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Raising Kids Naturally. Join us on the adventure of exploring the best natural living for our family and kids. I am Kaiyan, and along with me, well, this way, next to me is Caitlin.
Hello. How are you,
How are you?
Kaiyan?
I'm good. Can you hear me clearly?
Definitely.
Awesome. Yes. I'm a visiting friend today, so
Nice.
just sitting
Wonderful.
outside. Yeah,
Having your friend Thanksgiving,
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like non-traditional
Yeah,
Friendsgiving. We're just cooking together, making cake. So,
that's wonderful. That sounds like fun.
yes. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, yeah, we're going to be driving up to Denver and visiting my
Oh,
brother, and my parents are up there right now. And so it should be a really fun. It should be a lot of fun. And I'm sitting
nice.
outside, obviously.
I know it's really
And
cold there, huh?
it's getting chilly. There's kind of a storm front moving through, but we haven't gotten any moisture, which kind of bums us out. We need moisture.
Yeah,
So
here in Houston is too much. Well, right now is the nice season. If any of you want to come and visit Houston, like this would be probably like the best time to do so. Summer is too much moisture, it's too humid, and it's really hot.
I get
But
it. Yeah,
yeah,
I get it.
yeah. So, Kaylin, what are we going to be talking about today?
Hmm. Well, good question, because we've got a lot of fun things in the future. Like, I mean, in the way off future, don't we? Like
Right,
in about
right.
a month or so. And then we also just have some ideas. I was thinking about one thing that's been starting to come on my radar a lot more is autoimmune diseases, and how we have all of these parents that are connected with you, Cayenne, with your group, Mamios, and
Mm-hmm.
also with me as well. But a lot of what we are seeing with young children, and not just young, but children of any age,
Mm-hmm.
are the development of onset of autoimmune diseases, and it's becoming quite common for your child to have, say, asthma, or diabetes, or any of that sort. So I would love to discuss with whomever we bring on next week, what that
Yeah.
might be about.
Yeah, no, I think that's really true. And speaking of autoimmune disease, for me, when I heard the name autoimmune disease, I thought it's something that is very rare, or something that is very like severe, right? But
Mhm.
the more I kind of like talk to you about it or learn from other moms, is like eczema is part of, right, like part of
Mhm.
autoimmune disease as well, correct?
Well, I'm not quite sure. That's why we would want to bring on my friend. I think it is. I think it is considered an autoimmune disease because it is the symptoms that develop from the onset of the disease are caused
Right.
by inflammation for the most part.
Right. Yeah, I guess my point for that is it's a lot more common
Than we think.
than
Exactly.
I knew. It's
Mhm.
more common than I knew, and then it actually includes a lot more not as severe, I guess,
Mhm.
how I would put it. That I didn't even think about. Okay, well, this is part of it, falls into that
Mhm.
category.
Mhm.
And yes, I would love to learn from your friend as well, because I feel like a lot of moms are, we want what's the best for our kids, and
Mhm.
then we want, kind of like what Alana shared with us when she talked about essential oil, for the past 2 weeks, is that she was seeking for, many of us are seeking for more natural way.
Mhm.
And then things that, it's not like, we are fixing one problem, but then there's more problem we are creating by giving this medication, right? So I guess the natural way is trying to minimize the side effects as much as we can would be great.
Mhm, mhm. And, you know, you and I have connection to an incredible product that is one of the best anti-inflammatory agents out there, and
Hmm.
especially the ingredient, the one ingredient that is in it, one of the ingredients, molecular hydrogen. We don't talk about it near enough, but um, you know, molecular hydrogen is making waves in Asia, and it's now starting to come into the US as a fairly common way to treat certain autoimmune diseases because of the inflammatory response system within the body that causes the issues that arise, say, on the skin or within the body and the joints if you have rheumatoid arthritis. Um, and it also helps to lessen the inflammation within the lungs so that children with asthma can breathe, right? And
Yeah.
um, so there's just so many things that we can talk about with this. And one thing that my friend and I would at some point, if next week doesn't work out to bring her, we're gonna get her on at some point. But you know, the thing is that there's also a spiritual connection to it, which is
Hmm.
not talked about as well as much. We only tend to hear about the Western philosophy of healing in our culture, in our American culture, but there is so much more. And
Hmm.
once we begin to bridge that gap from the West and the East, then I think we can see tremendous healing and opportunities for that.
Yeah, no,
So,
definitely. I am excited to learn as much as we can. And as Caitlin mentioned, we have exciting guest lineup
mhm,
in for 2022.
yes,
So I can't wait to um, announce and share our plan. So I think, what we're going to do is we're going to use the rest of the 2021 to really make plans and then
mhm,
create some valuable content to all of you mamios out there. Um, so this would be a great time if there's any specific topics or anything that you would like us to talk about, to discuss, or if you, better yet, if you would like to come on as a guest to share your expertise in about raising kids
mhm.
naturally, definitely reach out to us at our Instagram. It's called Raising Kids Naturally. Um, or you can reach out to our individual Instagram. So, yeah,
Perfect. I agree. I agree. There are so many awesome mothers out there that are doing some incredible things. And so I think we need to bring that the strength of the mama bear back into
absolutely.
our culture and recognize the mama even more because I know there are so many of us out there. So,
Yes. Yes. And
mhm,
then we are some of the stuff that we talk about, like unschooling, right?
mhm.
Unschooling. We would love to have someone to come on talk about unschooling. What else that we've been chatting about too? There's so
Well,
many things I just drew blank.
you know, I'm always really impressed by mothers and families who can make things happen on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have a big large family that they travel all over the world with, and they can
Yes.
also make money and make a living doing something that they love, right? I would love to hear that too. And yeah, just any tips someone might have in how to raise your child naturally. I also love homesteaders too. That's kind of something I love to learn about. So,
That's great.
you know,
Well,
mothers who are making everything.
making everything. So for the people that are looking for, are interested in health, or just generally like conversation about health topics. We do have a couple of recommendations by our colleagues. So if you guys want to check out every Wednesday evening, I think it's 9 o'clock in Central Time. I will include the details in the description box after we finish. But it's hosted by Rachel. So Rachel runs a healthy health forum every Wednesday evening, and she is great. She has different guests talk about all different kinds of health regimen, from a massage therapist to, I don't know, like so many different things, right? Autoimmune disease. And and then another one, if you are not so much about, like, you don't like to watch too much stuff, there's a podcast, awesome podcast. It's called Self-Care for Busy People. Self-Care for Busy People. So you can find them on Instagram as well. And the host, Leah, is wonderful. So they do once a month, I believe, they do A for something. So A, B, C, D, A to Z for, self-care for busy people. So those are a couple of good resources that I would like to share with some of you might be interested in learning more about natural health. And do you have anyone that you would like to share to, Caitlin?
No, I think this is great. And yeah, let's just keep going, plugging away.
Cool. Awesome. So I will include this couple peeps down in this description box, so you can check them out. Otherwise, we will see everyone next week when we come back.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Enjoy. Yes. Be safe, stay healthy, and see you next week.
Sounds good.
Peace.
Bye-bye.